welcome. It is May 19th, Tuesday. I'm Colby with Mitten Fitness. Today's workout, you're only going to need one heavy object and a timer. There are timer app recommendations in the description below. Check those out, make your life easier. And yeah, let's get to a warm-up. Today's warm-up has 3 rounds of 3 different movements. We've got 3 single leg upward dog to standing. I'll show you those. We've got 3 shin boxes and forward folds, and then we have 3 scorpions each side, so 3 left, 3 right on the scorpions. You can alternate those, and I'll show you those, and then you're going to do 3 rounds of that. You're going to be all warmed up. So for a single leg upward dog to standing, you're going to get down in that plank position with the free leg up. You're going to come down to upward dog, keeping the quad off the ground for this movement and this free leg up. And then walking your hands back up to standing. That was 1. So 3 of those. I'll show you one more time. Walk it out to upward dog. Leg off the ground and walk it back in. Stand it up. Alright, that's single leg upward dog to standing. Then you got 3 shin boxes and forward folds. If you've been following us since the quarantine, you've done these. A little bit wider butterfly position with the legs. Fold that right knee over, makes a box, and then lean forward over the left foot. Alright, then we switch, bring that right leg back out, left knee down, forward over the right leg. Boom, that's 1 each side right there. You're doing 3 each side on those. And then last, you've got 3 scorpions on each side. With those, we lay on our stomachs. Arms come up just above 90 here, gives a little more shoulder stretch. And then we are bringing the right leg over, thoracically turning, and the heel will hover behind you. You'll feel a stretch in this entire front region. I'm actually feeling in my left hip flexor right now. And then you'll also feel a stretch in the front of that shoulder. And then you can alternate, keeping that leg that's not hovering straight underneath you. And so forth. Scorpion stretches. We've done these before. Alright, 3 rounds of 3 reps each side of those. And I'll meet you right back here for strength. Welcome back from that warm-up. Today's strength is an EMOM 16-minute EMOM. We've done these movements before. We've done this EMOM before with slightly different variation on the time frames. The first movement for the first minute is hollow holds. You're doing that for 20 solid seconds, a hollow hold. Second minute is side planks, left side, 40-second hold, 20-second rest. Third minute is a reverse plank for 20 seconds. You'll rest for 40 seconds there. Fourth minute is a side plank on the right side for 40 seconds holding, and then 20 seconds rest. Back up to those hollow holds for 20, and so on and so forth until the 16 minutes is up, and you'll be done with strength. I'll show you the movements now. The hollow hold, we've done this before, but getting into that bowl position, feet are up, hands are up, pushing out with those hands and arms. Everything's engaged. Your legs are straight, your arms are straight, your core is engaged. The only thing touching the ground is your tailbone to about your mid-back. Shoulders are off the ground, etc. The second movement is the side plank on the left. So get on that left elbow, hand can be out flat, shoulder right above that elbow. Everything's nice and stacked. Your legs are straight, your hip is straight. If don't have this baggy sweatshirt, you can see. If you want to make this a little more challenging, you can do starfish. Bring that right leg up and that right hand up. Minute 3 is a reverse plank. We don't do these often, but they're really good stretch for the shoulder. Your arms are straight, hands firmly planted in the ground, just either shoulder width or just outside shoulder width. Your shoulder blades are going to be engaged in this. Your hips are up, bridging. So you're using those glutes, but in a slightly different way. And you're just going to feel this pretty much everywhere. Your hamstrings, your glutes, your abs. Opens up the shoulders and chest at the top, but you're really pressing down. Feels good. And roll right into your right side plank. So on those side planks, you're really utilizing the obliques and the abductors, pushing those hips away from the ground to create that board or side plank. Again, to make these harder, you can starfish them, bringing the left leg and arm up, forming that kind of star with your body. All right, to repeat, minute 1 is going to be a hollow hold for 20 seconds. Rest the rest of the minute. Minute 2, side plank left, 40 seconds. Rest the rest of the minute. Minute 3, reverse plank for 20 seconds. Rest the rest of the minute. And minute 4 is side plank right. 40 seconds worth of holding on the side plank right, and then rest the rest of that minute. On through until you've done each movement 4 times. 16 minutes is up. Have fun with it. Press pause. I'll see you right back here for conditioning. All right, good job on that strength. For conditioning today, we have a dumbbell version of the Chief. That's an AMRAP 3-minute. It's a series of AMRAPs. There's 3-minute AMRAPs, 5 of them. Where you're doing 3 single arm dumbbell or kettlebell, whatever your heavy object is, hang power cleans with each arm. So left, right is a rep on those. Then 6 push-ups. Then 9 air squats. And repeating those movements until the 3-minute mark, where you'll rest for 1 minute. Then you'll start another 3-minute AMRAP with the same movements, same rep scheme for 3 solid minutes. Rest another minute on through until you've done this 5 times total. Make sure you're taking that minute rest in between each 3-minute AMRAP. Your timer you could set for 3-minute rounds with 1 minute rest. 5 total rounds. That's what I would do. All right, let's go over these movements. Single arm dumbbell hang power clean. With those, start with that object between the legs here. Bring it up to the hang position, kind of hike it back, clean it up. Bring that elbow straight out, back down. If you want to do a hop, you can, depending on how much weight you've got there. You might need to do that. And remember, it's 3 each arm. So you'll do 3, switch arms, and so forth. All right, after those 3 single arm dumbbell kettlebell hang power cleans, you're gonna do 6 push-ups. 6 push-ups. Plank position, chest to the ground, back up. There's a push-up. Keeping that body solid, that core engaged. If you're not quite there yet on the strict push-ups, do it from the knees. Chest to the ground, back up. Again, keeping the core engaged and that body straight from shoulder to knee. All right, after those 6 push-ups, you're gonna do 9 air squats. Find that squat stance. Push the butt back, down, parallel or below, back up. Midline stable, boom. 9 air squats. Again, repeating all of these movements for 3 solid minutes, resting a minute, then right back to it for 5 total rounds of 3-minute AMRAPs. All right, that's Dumbbell Chief. Press pause, have fun with this. I'll see you back here for conditioning. All right, welcome back for a very necessary cool down. You always have the option to do the shutdown challenge before you do this cool down. It's in the description below. Today's cool down involves the lizard pose. You're going to do 30 seconds each side on that one. You can do that dynamic or static. And then the world's greatest stretch. With the world's greatest stretch, we're going to rest 30 seconds in each pose. I'm going to show you that now. So start with the world's greatest stretch. Get in that plank position. Then bring your right foot on the outside of that right hand. You're going to leave that left hand planted. You're going to lift that right hand up and try to bring that right elbow to the ground. That is a very strong word, try. Not everybody should be able to, so don't worry about it if you can't, but the point is you're stretching this area right here. Your hamstring, your groin area is opening up. So we're going to hold this position for about 30 seconds. So from this position, you're going to go into a pigeon pose. So you can leave that left arm planked and just bring that leg under. Right leg under. Lower yourself onto your elbows if you can. If you can bring your head down, great. But you're going to hang into this pigeon pose for 30 seconds. You can kind of rock back and forth. Take deep breaths. Try to stretch lower each time. But hold that position for about 30 seconds. After the pigeon, come on up into a straight leg. Hamstring stretch. Bring that toe up. If you can reach that toe, pull it toward you. And you're stretching this, holding this position for about 30 seconds. If you want to do a more dynamic release and stretch for that 30 seconds, you can. And then lastly, keeping that foot forward, you're going to work into a hip flexor stretch. Bring those hands overhead. Push them toward the ceiling and lower, feeling that stretch in the hip flexor. I'll switch sides for you just so you can see. Again, hands toward the ceiling, lower leg, arch the back, feeling that stretch here. And hold for about 30 seconds for that pose. And then do the opposite side. Again, holding 30 seconds for each of those poses of the world's greatest stretch. The scorpion stretches. These guys are back and forth, lay on their belly, arms out to 90, but then just above 90 with those hands. You're gonna take your right leg, right foot, right heel, twist it over, good thoracic stretch and a good shoulder stretch here. And then come back. And we're gonna do 3 each side. Try to keep that heel from touching the ground. A little bit more of a stretch by not giving that leg a break by touching the ground with it. Okay? That's your cool down for today. I'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks for joining Mitten Fitness, CrossFit Dexter, for these quarantine, stay home, get ripped workouts. Hey folks, really appreciate you tuning in. Please do us a favor, press that like button, subscribe, find us on Facebook, find us on Instagram, like us, follow us. Stay healthy.